Melody here. You might know me as ApplePie Movement. I'm a humanitarian sharing the conversations with humanity which need to be heard. In today's conversation with Rev Rhina, we discuss how she went from being a lawyer to advocating for immigrant rights and founding the first church for immigrants in San Francisco. So come on, grab a piece of pie and join our conversation.
You are involved with a lot of work with ICE and with immigrants and with helping people come into our country. And I learned recently that a lot of LGBTQ persons that are detained by ICE are treated abominably and treated less than human. So they agree to conditions when they are signed out of ICE where they're basically treated as indentured servants. Could you share a little bit of your experience with that?
Sure. Actually, my work is very limited just because of funding. So what we do with my church and the people, that congregate with us is that we support people who had recently been released and need transportation, some money for housing, some money for legal assistance. And so we provide for their basic needs. And not to a greater extent because it's too many and we cannot do it. But, families, family with small children, we have families that I've been providing for little bits of help for the past year now, for an entire year and a half. And also, asylum seekers who are LGBTQ too. Those people, I try to provide not just basic needs, but pastoral counseling because they come with a lot of trauma. They need somebody to pray with them and feel, help in their pain. So that's the work that I've been doing. Then my church, we try to go to a rally every month in front of ICE. We go with other churches, and that happens in San Francisco in front of the ICE building there. And we go and rally and have a pacific, peaceful rally there every month.
How do you think we can end the for-profit detention centers?
I think it's going to take many efforts. It's going to take the grassroots efforts, the legal litigation. Thank God for ACLU. They don't let, the thing, they pressing, and that's what they need to be doing, a litigation for every crazy idea that comes out of the government about limiting asylum seekers, expanding more money for the wall, so it's going to take a lot of time, a lot of effort. I think it takes also a cultural shift and an understanding that immigrating, moving across lines is a human right. It's happened throughout history. People migrate. This is how, places get populated. So people aren't doing anything wrong by they're exercising a human right.
Are there any certain bills or laws that we can throw our support behind to make legislation and immigration easier?
Well, California already has in private prisons, I think, are prohibited. So ICE cannot do contracts with private corporations to have more detention centers in California. I believe that just passed this past year. And there are efforts in other states similar to that we could support. Definitely people need to get out and vote in these coming elections. A lot is at stake.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us for another ApplePie TableTalk. And thank you, Reverend Rhina, for joining us. I appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
And just